Hello and welcome to Cure Dog Productions. In this episode, we will be going to Oceanside, California to board the Sea Star, starting from Oceanside Harbor, celebrating the lives of two great people, the first being the greatest uncle that one can ask for, my mom's brother, Uncle Danny, and the second one being our friend, Dorothy Cook. May you both rest in peace. We all met up at the harbor to jump on the boat. It looks like we're all here, so come on, let's go.
Everybody's ready? Here's our gracious host, Diet Coke. It's like there's some swell.
It's nice out there though. I mean, obviously you're a boat guy.
We're Vikings.
Vikings.
My brother.
Yeah. For you, it'll be exciting.
Yeah. Liquid liability. I like it.
I know boat names are hilarious.
I know, right?
Mine was a roofing contractor, and the boat name was the Leaker.
The leaker.
Yeah, because you know.
Yeah, I knew there was one angler management for a while.
Angler management, I love it.
Yeah, that's funny.
I used to have one called Master Chief. It was a little sailboat.
Oh, okay. Yes, sir.
You eaten there before, Kier?
Yes.
That's I used yesterday.
Yeah.
We went to reservations. Think we can get a table?
Yeah.
Okay.
My friend Melissa worked there, and Sean Martin worked there for a while. He was the manager. Another guy, Brandon.
Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of like the brigantine and stuff like that. So yeah, it's good stuff.
Excuse me one more.
Sure. Hi. Markers over there on the barge. Mark.
Big dudes.
Yeah. Big stinky dudes. Yeah, it looked like it was head high off coming off the freeway. I saw it.
Big swell. It's all the bar.
Most people to go back. I would suggest it, he said, but kind of.
The weather started getting rough. The tide's dropping, the waves are getting bigger, so we decided not to go out of the harbor and just back up against the breakwater to find a nice little spot to do our ceremony. Once Captain Joe backed into the right spot where it's calm for us to do our ceremony, we began.
Where we're at now, tide's going out. So as we put
Danny
and Dorothy in the water, they're gonna make their way right offshore here. So if you come back at any time, Oceanside Pier, look straight here to the harbor entrance. That's where they're gonna be making their departure, right? They're gonna head out that way. And the other thing that I like to mention too is, even this morning when we were out, it was a lot more calm, but there was maybe 5 or 6 boats out there that we could see. And I mentioned to everyone that there's presently 3.2 million people live here in San Diego County. That's more than 20 states in the United States individually. 20 states have less than 3 million, but we've got them here. And we could only see like 6 boats out there. So, you know, at any one time, you'd expect to see more boats, more people out there. But you know what? You never do. Even in the middle of the summer, you never do. And I've come to the conclusion that the reason for that is the beach, the coastline, all along, oh, that's the great dividing line, see? Everything that you, I, and everybody else has created is right back there. When you come out here, you're not only in the natural world, we spoke about that earlier, but if you think about it, you're actually in the wilderness. So how many of those 3 million people ever venture into the wilderness? They don't. They look up at the forest, they look at the mountains. California, they might live at the desert. They don't actually go out into the desert, right? So why does that matter? Why do I even bring that up? Well, this is where the peace and the calm is, see? And the more time you spend out there on the ocean, in the ocean, the more in step you become with that natural world. So it's a very peaceful place. And lastly, if you ever want to be instantly reconnected now with Danny, right? Or Dorothy, if you come down to the beach anywhere in the world, you'll be instantly reconnected. Because the oceans of the world connect us all, and they connect all things. They're going to be close. Come down to the beach, all their good memories will come back. Smile will come back on your face. You can talk to them. Talk to my family every day out here. And that's a good thing. So with that, I'm going to be quiet. I'm going to kind of turn it over to all of you. Is anybody speaking? You can stay where you're at. If you want to come up here, that's fine. You just have to speak up just a little bit because the wind's going to want to take your words. Don't be bashful now. You all know each other. It's okay.
I'll start by saying thank you so much, all of you, for letting me be part of celebrating Danny and putting my good friend Dorothy to rest the way she wanted to. Love you guys.
Danny would be so happy right now. He would be so happy. He loved his family, loved his nephews and nieces and close relatives. He was a good brother, and I'll have a little hole in my heart for quite a while. But this is beautiful.
I visit him often during his final days, and when I visited him, he always seemed content, like he was happy with the life he lived and how he was satisfied with it. And although he sort of kind of didn't remember me that much, I could still tell he valued my time and is happy that I visited him often and cared about him enough to see him through his final days. And for that, I am forever grateful that I've known him for as long as I have.
Very good, Diego.
All right.
Very nice.
Tearjerker.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I have a picture of him holding you when you were just a couple days old. I'll show it to you.
So I remember how much Danny loved golfing. Loved golfing. He was a jet setter, and he was a golfer. always always upbeat, positive.
He
Always
even
on
came
the
to
plane
Apple Valley.
somewhere.
Yeah, he came to
Yeah,
Apple
he came
Valley
to
to play
Apple,
golf.
Yeah. Yeah. Loved golf.
And he loved his Padres.
Oh, boy. Big Padre fan.
He's the reason Eric and I got to go to Australia for a honeymoon. He gave us
He gave us
all
your
his travel
airline tickets.
Yeah, his travel points.
Uh-huh.
And for Kieran, I
Yeah, we went to Greece.
and Costa Rica. Thank you.
Loved it.
Me to go to China to see Eric when Eric was in school there.
Always a sweet uncle.
Yeah, generous with his mileage.
He didn't want to fly for fun because he had to do it so much for work.
Yeah, right.
I think it's a perfect way to let him go into the sea, because he used to bring big yellowtails back in the grass at grandma's with his dad too. So
Yeah, he
yeah,
loved
they're,
fishing.
they're big fishermen, and they love the ocean and being free, and it's a good spot.
This is the
Thankful for this day. Other than the waves, the sun's out and Coors Light's almost flowing. So.
His
But-
favorite drink was Coors Light and Diet Coke.
I was too young to know, but he used to tell me surf stories along with my dad too, where there's big waves on it, he'd be riding, and I didn't even know he surfed or whatever. But then, I mean, this is a telltale sign right now. Like, obviously the surf's big because he wants to be in the water too. So
He had a longboard
yeah.
back in the day.
And I feel so lucky because I get to take care of his cat.
Bubba
His
G.
beloved cat.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a good brother, like very, very kind to me, very welcoming. And I appreciate it a lot.
When you married Kathy, Danny and Kier and Eric all did this to you,
Oh, yeah.
right? You better behave.
They're still watching.
Who gives us away? Yeah, we got you.
Even after his memory was going, when I'd visit him, he'd ask the same questions over and over again.
Where's my car?
It was always, besides where's
My
my car,
trailer.
the cat, the home. Then he'd go through each one of you guys and ask, how's Kier? Is he happy? How's Kathy? Is he happy? And he'd go and ask that over and over again because he wanted to make sure everyone was okay.
He would ask you a million
Oh.
times, how are the boys? How are the boys? How are the boys? And, that was his life. He's so family oriented.
Yeah.
Let's talk about his early life, where he grew up, what he liked to do as a boy, what his interests were when he was younger. Tell us a little bit about it.
Well, we were a Navy family.
Ah,
We were both born in Pensacola Hospital, and
that's in Florida, for those
Yeah.
of you that don't know.
northern Florida. And we just have great parents. They're very loving, and we had a lucky childhood. We lived in Guam, we lived in Morocco, we lived in Norfolk, Virginia, Key West, Florida, Washington, D.C.,
Wow.
all before 1959.
Wow.
And then we moved out here, and he retired. And couldn't be a better place to retire, with the water. We lived in Imperial Beach, so that's where I met Marcia.
And he loved his new home. He bought a new home in
Condo. Yeah.
in East Lake.
East Lake, and golf, on the golf course.
Right on the golf course,
Yeah.
of course.
And he worked for Mitchell Manuals Automotive. He started out working as a garage mechanic and got his AA degree at Southwestern, and got hired by Mitchell and stayed there for
Yeah.
like 45 years
Yeah.
in the same company, and worked his way up. And he was
And what was his job there?
well, he started as an editor in the brakes manual, and then he was manager for strategic partnerships.
Ah,
So he was across the United States, and
Flying
so
all
he
the
traveled
time.
a lot.
I've gotten phone calls from so many of his customers that that he would see over and over again, and he developed relationships with them, and they sent me beautiful cards and called, and he never married and never had children, and so we were it for him. He had a brief marriage. We won't talk about that.
Check.
He had some children for a while too with his girlfriends.
Happy.
With his girlfriends.
Yeah, he had nice girlfriends, and he had chances, but he chose not to. But
he loved his cats.
He always had kitty cats.
They're all rescue cats.
Always rescue cats. So he's a good man. Everyone, I think one adjective that people said when talking about him was that he was a gentleman.
And how?
He was always a gentleman. Even when he was real sick, he'd be in an elevator at the home, and he'd let everybody go out of the elevator, or everybody in, before he got in. And he always said thank you. Good man.
And he always smiled.
Oh yeah.
He's always smiling.
Yeah.
Besides golf, did he have any other interests?
Through the years, he did some biking. He rode bikes, fished. He liked to go on fishing trips down to Baja with his friends. So it was mostly golf. He even would travel with his clubs, when
Yeah.
he would go to Florida. And he was always a happy man.
And where was he actually born? Were you overseas?
No, we were in
Florida?
Pensacola.
You were
At
in Pensacola.
the Naval Hospital.
Oh yes, right there.
In Pensacola.
Yep, I've been there.
Yeah. I was born, and 2 years later he was born. So, yeah. And then we got to move back to Florida, which was great for 2 years. My dad had a fishing boat. We were always out in the water, fishing every weekend. Yep.
This is a natural for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we lived on
It
the
just
water
feels so
down there.
right
Yeah.
To do this.
So right, yeah. 100%.
When I take the school kids out, we do floating science labs with them. Before we even get out, we always start with a dialogue. We'll kind of go back and forth. And I always start with, and I make them repeat this, all life comes from the ocean. They all go, all life comes from the ocean. And when you think about it, it is so true. If all of this wasn't here, none of this would exist as we know it. We wouldn't even be here. That would look like Mars, right?
Yep.
But the fact now that you're going to take Daniel's earthly remains and send them right back into that source of life, it's the complete circle of life. I don't think you could ask for anything better. When you think about it, especially someone who enjoyed the ocean as much as he did.
Yes.
It's pretty powerful, but it's very meaningful, and it's so true.
100%.
And when you become part of that life force, that energy again, part of you is going to just live on.
Yeah.
You're going back into that eternity that's existed here with the ocean. It's just a wonderful, beautiful thing to do. It really is. And the other part of this too, and I've learned this from listening to other families, through the years. There are many things in all of our lives that we possess. Some of them are material, some of them are not. But there are 3 things in all of our lives that no one can ever take away from you. One is your faith, if you're so inclined. The second being your family and your closest of friends, because they become part of your family many times. And the last part of that are your memories. And of all of those, you take your memories with you 24 hours a day. Doesn't matter where you are, who you're with, or what you're doing, you always have your memories. You take the best of your memories now, Danny, and think about him, at the appropriate time. What would he be doing right now? Where would he be at right now? What would he even be saying right now? Sometimes the words might come out of your mouth the same as he would speak, right? And when you're consciously thinking about him, then part of him lives on through you, through your memories. It doesn't end today. That's a great way to honor somebody. It truly is. Yep. And the last part of that trilogy was, and is, your family and your close friends. You got to keep them close. Because in today's world, everybody has those phones. God bless them. You press a couple of buttons, send a text, and they think it's okay, right? But if you haven't been able to get to somebody, and you can't actually visit with them, at least call them. Let them hear your voice. Ask them what they're doing, how they're doing, but certainly tell them that you love them. Because you might not get that opportunity again. Life is too precious to let those moments just go by. Yeah. So keep them close. Keep them close. And the other part of the day is the actual day here. You know? It's not hot, it's not cold, right? Sure, we're here behind the breakwater, but that's because the ocean is such a dynamic place. And that's, again, what makes this such a special place. Because the ocean's always in motion, you know? You remember Mr. Rogers? Anybody?
Yes, of course.
How about you guys?
The neighborhood.
Yeah, Mr. Rogers.
Yeah.
He used to watch it.
Sure.
Eric.
Don't sell me out.
There you go. Well,
Mr.
you know, he's not
McFeely.
with us anymore, but he was a great guy, and I think he still is. But he would say something frequently, and he would say, "It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood." Well, amen. This is a beautiful day in this neighborhood,
Yeah,
right?
100%.
It truly is. We are blessed that we have all of this right at our doorstep. A lot of other people don't. You know?
They vacation here. We live here.
Yes. I mean, you know, the waves coming over the breakwater, well, that's one thing, but, you know,
beautiful.
look at everything else that we have right here on the coast. And I'm sure that Danny enjoyed that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he would have had to. Especially going fishing down a bar. He really would have enjoyed it, you know? And he would enjoy riding that big wave in. Look at that. Going right across the entrance. Oh, my.
Beautiful.
When we sit here and we watch this, it reminds you, it kind of humbles you in a way, because Mother Nature controls everything. You know, we don't control Mother Nature. We just try to be part of it, a small part of it, and go along with it. And that's really what we're doing today. You know, releasing both Danny and Dorothy's remains into that dynamic ocean. We're reminded of it. And Kim, would you like to just say a few words about Dorothy? Just share with them just a little bit, like, you know, who she was, what she did, what she liked to do.
Dorothy was a client of mine for 20 plus years. And she was very young and vivacious and active when I met her, and she declined over the years and had no family in California. She didn't really have any family, period. She had stepchildren in New Jersey, but they hadn't had a relationship in years. And she, sadly, I think out of loneliness, married for a second time when she was about 86 years old.
Wow.
Big mistake. It seemed all good at the time, but he ended up not being a very good person. And it really hit her hard, I think, because it made her question her judgment and question a lot of things in life. So when that ended, I think I became a much larger part of her life, because I was kind of the only one that she could share intimate things with. And as her health declined, I kind of just became the person who took care of her. And in the end, you know, she relied on me for everything. So I made her a promise when she died that I would take care of it the way she wanted it taken care of. That was to be out at sea, and she was a lovely person, and I really enjoyed my time with her. My my mother, who just passed away 5 weeks ago, was in Oregon, where I grew up. So I think the time I spent with Dorothy felt like the time I could have spent with my mother, and you know, somehow it was helpful to me.
Sure.
Not that I didn't get up and see my mom every other month, but still. It was just nice to know that the time I was spent with Dorothy, somebody was spending with my mom as well. So it just kind of felt like giving back. And I was happy to honor her, and I learned a lot from her. She was really a very interesting woman, and super kind. And it made me sad that people die alone. You know, that there are people in the world that don't have anybody. And so I was happy to be her someone.
What I was going to say was, you know, individuals such as yourself, it's a very noble thing to do. When there's someone that doesn't have too many others in their life, and you step up and you do that, I can't tell you, you know, how grateful I'm sure she was, Dorothy was, but humanity, I mean, this is the right thing to do. And you're all doing the right thing today. Yeah. But, you know, that's a lesson to be learned for all of us. There's somebody out in need, that has a need, and you can fulfill it, you have the resources, you do it. It makes the world go around. There are good people in this world. Yeah. You're one of them, and all of you people are. You're all good people. Yes. And that's a good thing to keep in mind, you know. And they're going to meet today, whether they met before.
Right.
They're going to meet today, right?
Right.
Yep. Yep.
My brother would like that.
And it's a good thing. It truly is. So we can do this now if you're ready. Mm-hmm. And, you know, we're on the anchor here. So what I would suggest, everybody come on back here. I'll bring out the baskets to you. And, you know, you could be from about here, this away, 2 or 3 of you on that side. And you just come on out. We're going to toss the ashes now. Yes, we will be. But you want to have your baskets, and just probably a basket for everybody here. So everybody grab one.
We got the big guys.
Huh?
We gotta hold the we gotta hold the ashes. You can hold those until we're
So another.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna have the urn.
Yeah, what I was gonna say.
We can
You guys grab some roses, some whole roses.
Okay.
All right. These.
There we go.
Okay. Now just give me a little bit of room in here.
Yep.
All right. And then we're going to get our speaker, and somebody has music, right? How would you two Amazing Grace? Okay. All right. Well, we can start. So we're going to release Daniel's remains first, but everybody get in position now. You need to be up on the sides here. And just hold on. A couple of you can be right here. It's all right. Just take those roses, just kind of one and just toss them out. I'm going to help you do this because the boat's on the anchor, so we're going back and forth, so we might have to stop. Okay, put your hands on it. I'm going to help you. All right, folks, flowers can start going in now. Tilt it down. Tilt it down. Tilt it down. Any flowers? Pebbles?
But you, so
Birds think we're chumming.
Yeah. I'm like, what's coming up?
Yeah, there he is.
Working his
The
way
glow.
out to sea. Oh my goodness. That's all I was going up and you were going down. I got you. Thank you. Sweet Dorothy.
Cheers.
Cheers to you.
A little quiet.
No, I'm really, yeah.
So who's gonna give the toast?
Here's to Danny. Our beloved Danny.
Danny.
Welcome home.
Cheers.
Brother or uncle, best friend.
What is it? Above you, below you, and with you.
I like it.
I thought it was a 2 at 10 is a 10 at 2. That's what he told me. Salud. Cheers.
Danny's Lay's potato chips.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you gotta have the potato chips.
Gotta have some salt.
It's a good appetizer.
Yeah.
Gotta be in part of it.
Oh, she'd be thrilled.
Oh,
She was a gamer.
to Dorothy.
You get something?
Yeah.
Thank you. Oh wait, let me go like that. There we go.
like Corey right now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna swing him around.
You haven't had a chance.
Martha.
This beautiful.
I got it.
Now, Corey, your little wristbands aren't working. They are
Fish
not
food.
working. Oh, I'm sorry. if I-
I think you might have to head back so otherwise
Oh
I'm a little
no, you're
vomit.
not feeling good? Oh dear. Oh dear.
The waves are kind of like on the other line. This one sounds good. Yeah.
They're definitely in the age.
It's okay. How are you feeling after that?
It was so perfect and beautiful that it really brings you peace. Yeah.
All right. That's what we hoped for.
Yeah. Exactly.
Right towards me with a coyote right on his butt. It was like, it's just like a cartoon. It's kind of sad because obviously then
Hey, you got the gaff out. I like that part.
Here, Pelican.
Yeah. Give me a yellowtail, would you?
My buddies at the bait bars, they would get yellowtail and hook them up and pretend like they caught them there.
Ah.
That's hilarious.
I know. They're so brave.
Steer clear. Get out the way.
Well, that's going to do it for this video coverage of a very special day. Much love and respect, and rest in peace to Daniel and Dorothy. And thanks again for watching Keer Dog Productions.